So when you have challenging times, and if you're watching this and you're a first-time home buyer, you're somebody that has to refinance, if you're self-employed, you're rate adjusted, whatever it is, this is the time where you need to make sure, I keep saying this over and over, you are working with somebody that is experienced. And let me explain what experience means in real estate. Number one, they have a track record. Number two, they've actually closed a lot of deals. There's references, there's reviews. They're probably putting out content. They sound intelligent. They look like they sound and act like they know what the hell they're doing. They're funding deals. They're getting stuff done. They're helping friends and clients and other people you might know. But more importantly, if they've developed and have relationships with certain lenders or banks or private money lenders, whatever it is you need that can help you solve problems. And what they're really doing is they're advising. They're solving problems. That's what we are in real estate. Real estate agents, maybe title, escrow, lenders. We are good at solving problems. We are good at helping clients. And the longer we've been doing this, the more deals we've done more deals, more conversations. We've gotten really good at solving and helping people with problems. And that's what experience and that's what separates us from the others. No offense, you can go to a big bank, you can walk in there, talk to somebody that maybe has been in this business for 2 years, or you can go to somebody like me that's a mortgage broker, somebody that's been doing this over 20 years. There's gonna be a massive difference in the conversations, the question, all that. So what I will tell you, if you've been denied, if you didn't get a loan, if you didn't get pre-approved, if you're struggling, if you're self-employed and you think you can't be done, you should never give up. You should go seek out an experienced person like myself. Make sure that they tell you no. Get rejected by the experienced person. It's like you hurt your arm or something's wrong with your teeth or you need to get a second or third opinion. You go to the first doctor to tell you this. You go to the second to tell you this. You go to the third they tell you this. You're like, wait a minute. Out of 3 doctors, 2 told me the same. The first guy said something different. The last 2 said this. I would go back to the first one and say, hey, wait a minute. Why didn't you say this? Figure out why they're wrong. So look, if you talk to 3 lenders and one tells you they can do it and 2 say no, is the 1 right or the 2 right? What is it? You need to make sure. I go and I talk to lenders on behalf of you guys. I go, hey, Mr. Lender, hey, Mr. Underwriter, we have a client. They're a first-time home buyer. They have 2 jobs. One's part-time, one's this, right? Hey, buyer, they're gonna get a gift. Hey, buyer, they have credit problems. Like, hey, underwriter, sorry. Whatever the scenario is, we take it. We go to the underwriter. I also will talk to 3 different lenders, 3 different underwriters. And sometimes, yes, I get 2 that say yes and 1 that says no. I don't end it there. I go back to the one and say, why did you say no? I want to understand because maybe they're like, maybe we misunderstood you. Maybe we didn't look at it the way they did. Maybe we didn't read the guidelines. Maybe we are just conservative and we're not going to do that deal. You want to know. That's why it's important to work with a good lender, work with a good agent, a mortgage broker, whatever it is. In real estate, it literally can separate you from closing on your house, closing on that investment property, getting that refinance done, getting that cash out that's needed to put back in the property or deploy into your business. Like taking you out of a big high interest rate that adjusted, right? Saving a business, saving you needed the money for medical or anything. It literally, I'm telling you guys this, every single week I am solving problems for you clients that they couldn't get done somewhere else, that somebody else told them no. And I came along and I look like a genius and I'm not really a genius. I just know who to talk to, how to talk to them, and how to get it done. And if I cannot get it done, I will tell you I can't. Am I the end all be all? No, but I always say if I can't get it done, I feel like it can't get done. So I just wanted to preach that because this is so important. And I'm seeing this now more and more people coming to me, which is great, and getting the no or the rejection, and we get it done. And it literally can be life-changing. I'm telling you, life-changing. End of story. So if you're a home buyer and you don't feel confident and comfortable and you're not relating to that person you're talking to and they're not asking the right questions and they're not making you feel confident and they're not explaining things and you feel confused, that is the wrong realtor, insurance guy, lender, mortgage broker, whatever you're talking to. Go interview and talk to somebody else that gives you all that confidence, all that love and support. So when you make a decision, you alone feel confident based off the information that you got. So I'm going to leave with that one and quit talking about that, but it's so important. One of the things that goes around, you hear it's on, agents say this, CNBC, things like that, is interest rates don't matter. The rich don't care about interest rates. They'll buy whatever, that's cash. It's total bullshit. I've had multiple conversations last week with people that can afford a very, very expensive house. And I have one that is selling a very, very expensive house. And they're talking to that house is billionaires, 100 millionaires, multi-billionaires, all that. Remember, if they're a billionaire and they're borrowing against their stock portfolio, let's say they have $1 billion in Google. I'm just picking a number, I'm picking a person, right? I'm just exaggerating, but this could be a true story. They used to borrow that money at 1.5%, 2.5%. Now they go borrow the money, they're like, wait a minute, it's 8.5%. So if I want to go buy this $20 million house, it was going to cost me for like $50 million a month, plus all the other crap to run it, cool, $100,000 a month. Now all of a sudden it costs 200, like, nah, I don't need it. Nah, I don't want it. I'm telling you, interest rates, money, cost of things, it matters, folks. It matters to everybody. Even if that person pays cash, they might have borrowed that money from a line of credit. They might have borrowed that money from stocks. They might have taken it out of cash too. Whatever it is, it does matter. It's mattering to everybody. So when people say it doesn't matter, it's a bunch of baloney. I'm just going to tell you that because it does matter. And we're seeing it with property sitting and not getting bought up because the people before, you bring those interest rates back down 2-3% and people can borrow off their assets. It's called, they have $1 billion to do a pledge asset loan. That means they give you money based off your stock portfolio and they could borrow at 2%. Trust me, they're buying a lot of things now that they're not buying. So some of the top pain points that buyers are dealing with, as we know, mortgage rates, inventory, affordability. I got to sell your house. These are big problems. These are causing people to freeze in their tracks. These are causing people to not make a move. These are causing people to sit on the sideline. These are causing people not to list their homes and buy another home. Mortgage rates, inventory, affordability, selling my house. Those are huge, huge problems for the first-time home buyer right now. And how do you solve them? Number one, we got to get interest rates down to pop up affordability and make it more sense. Selling your house, there's bridge loans, there's lines of credits, there is other alternatives. If that's what's just sticking you, reach out to me. I can give you some formulas, whether it's a bridge loan where you take money out of your existing and then we use that to buy another one. There's that. And yes, we have some scenarios we don't have to hit for your current payment. So there's bridge loans where they take money out of your primary, you buy another one and they don't hit you for that payment. There's lenders that are doing that can help you, that you can use that equity and buy now, because some people don't want to wait. Some people I'm in a condo and I'm like, I got to get out of here. I've got kids, or I'm in a house, it's way too small. So take advantage of these things to help solve selling your home. Another thing, affordability. How do we get around that? Yeah, you might have to do a 2-1 buy down. You might have to go to the seller and ask them to pay for closing costs. You've got to just extend the runway until rates come down. So you got to buy the 2-1 buy down. So instead of the rate being 6, it could be 5. Instead of 7, it could be 5. Instead of 7, it could be 6. Instead of 7, it could be 4. And then it ramps back up. That's where the 3-2-1 is, or the 2-1 buy down, or 1-1. People just have to work with what they have. So if rates are going to take longer to come down, you just have to work with the team or professionals that know how to get you what you want and put you in a position to win. It's not easy, but think about it. It's not going to get any easier when rates go down and there's not enough inventory. And we got many more buyers that are basically fighting over not enough homes, because that is going to be what's going to happen.